Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Maria, and today I'm going to try some of the products from the newly released Dior Summer 2022 collection. It's the Riviera collection. Now I picked up both of the Quints. Today I'm going to use the Bayadere Quint, and I also picked up 3 of the Dior Addict Lip Tints, and also 2 of the Satin Balms in Coral and Bronze. And I also got the Dior Addict Lip Glow Oil. I got the one in Peach Glow. Now I'm not going to use all of the products in today's video. I think today what I'll do is swatches of these lip tints and choose which one that I'm going to put on. And then in the other video, when I'm using the Riviera Quint, I will use the other products in that video. So I've already got my foundation on, I've powdered, I've also got bronzer on. It's no surprise that the bronzer that I've got on is a Dior Forever one. It's a natural bronze, and this is in 05 Warm Bronze. The foundation is the Dior Forever. Now this is the matte one, but this isn't the newly released one. This is the old formula. I haven't picked up any of the foundations in the new formula yet. I did see some new videos when they were released, and people with dry skin who used to love the Dior Forever, the glow one, they found it slightly drying. So I'm deciding whether to pick up perhaps the newly formulated matte one, or maybe I might even pick up the glow one, because if it's a bit drying for dry skin, then it's most likely going to be perfect for my oily skin, especially now it's autumn here in New Zealand and we haven't got that humidity anymore. One thing that has changed with the Dior packaging, the outside packaging, is now the cardboard is more of a matte instead of the shiny finish that it used to be. These Quints have 7.4 grams of product. They are made in France and they have a shelf life from 6 months of date of opening. But people that have bought Dior Quints before and the ones that I have, they last a lot longer than that. But the actual packaging for the Quint itself is the same with that shiny finish. And as I was saying, this is number 479 in Bayadere. And it's just the same inside with a fairly generous size mirror, and it also comes with those 2 applicators, the sponge and the brush, but I've just taken them out. So this is what the Quint looks like. I think these colors are absolutely gorgeous, and I was really interested with the embossing on it. So I had a look on the Dior website, and they say that these Quints have an exclusive motif which is dear to the Mediterranean art of living, which is the Bayadere stripe, and that's where the word Bayadere comes from. And these Quints are inspired by the warm hues of the setting sun, and I would agree with that. I think that they look really, really beautiful. So I'm going to swatch these on my arm so you can take a look. So how I'll swatch them is top to bottom and left to right, and then the shade in the middle I will be swatching that last. So this is a peachy pink. This is described as a white gold. This is a satiny plum bronze, and this is the velvet brown. This is the only matte shade. The rest are sort of satin shimmers, more satin shades. And then this is the middle shadow, and that is a golden copper. So I'm going to take the Rapha number 15 brush and go into this shade here. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go with this palette yet, but I am dying to put it on. I got it in the post a couple of days ago, but things have been a little bit hectic, so I'm pleased now I've got a chance to try this out. Then using the Rapha number 14, I'm going to go into this shade here, and I'm going to put that just through the crease just to deepen things up a little bit. I probably will end up using all the shades just so you can see what they look like. But by looking at this Quint, you certainly don't need to use all the shades. I think the shade here, even with just this, would be just a really beautiful day look, and then you can deepen it up if you want, or even these 3 shades would be gorgeous. I think this one's beautiful as well. but for today I will put all the shades on. Then I'm going to take the Sonia G Worker 3 and I'm going to go into this shade here. This is the matte shade, they describe it as a velvet shade, and I'm going to put just that on the outside corner. I'm just going to take the Sonia G Crease 1. I'm going to go back into that first shade and just add a bit more of that colour through here. So now I'm going to take the Sonia G Soft Shader. I'm going to go into this colour first and put that on my lower lash line. I'll probably go over with the matte shade. These are really pigmented. They are beautiful and they are blending out beautifully as well. So then I'm just going to take the Rapper 3 and go in just over what I've done with this darker shade. I'm hoping it won't throw too much red. It can end up looking like I have sore eyes, but I don't think it will. So now I'm going to go into this copper shade in the middle and just put that through here. Then I'm going to take the Sonia G Pencil 1, go into this shade here, and I'm just going to put that in the inner corner. Then I'm going to take the Chukahodo, this is the F06, I'm going to go back into that light shade, and I just want to put a little bit over the copper shade, just in the very inner corner here. So I've now put on my mascara and eyeliner. The eyeliner I put on was Sisley in Sparkling Brown. That's one of my favourite eyeliners. I use that one a lot. But everything that I've put on my face today will be linked in the description box below. I've also just put on some blush. It's just a matte one. This is number 136 in Delicate Matte. I really love this shade. I think it's really, really lovely. And I thought it would just be a beautiful soft colour to go with this eye look. Now I have got the new Riviera, the Luminizer. I've got 001 in Nude Riviera. I did a video on this either last week or the week before, and I'll put a link up to that here if you want to take a look at that. I did some swatches with this, with also 2 of the Luminizers that were released last year. I think one was Nude Glow and one was Pink Glow. So I'm just going to grab the Rapper 22, the fan brush, and put some of this on. I think it is a really beautiful luminizer. Not quite a highlighter, but it does give off quite a beautiful glow, and this is quite a soft brush. So if you use something even more dense, you could get a bit more payoff. I don't think you'll get it so that you have that wet look with a highlight, but I do think it gives just a beautiful subtle glow. I love the luminizers that come out last year. I think that they're super flattering for mature skin. I think they're absolutely gorgeous and they blend beautifully as well. So now let's take a look at the 3 lip tints that I picked up. I picked up 251 in Natural Peach. I picked up 451 in Natural Coral and 421 in Natural Tea. Now on their website it says that these are hydrating, no transfer lip tints, and they're supposed to give a semi-matte finish. Now if you've seen my other videos, I'm not really a fan of matte lipsticks, ones that dry down too much. For me, I feel like they emphasize the lines on my lips and I don't really like that look. So it'll be interesting to see what these are like. These have 5 ml of product. They are made in France and they have a shelf life of 12 months from date of opening. So here is the packaging of the lip tints. They come color coded with the colors that they are. So here is Natural Tea. This is Natural Coral and this one is Natural Peach. So I will swatch these on the back of my hand. So this one is Natural Tea, this is Natural Coral, and this one is Natural Peach. They seem to have a little bit of shine to them, but whether once they dry down that will go, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to decide which one to put on. I think I will try Natural Peach today. So here is the finished look, and these lip tints are quite interesting when you put them on because they feel very cooling. Now these are definitely a lip tint. They're not going to have, well, on me, they don't have huge pigment. I imagine because they are semi-matte, they will last quite a long time, and you'll definitely get a stain left that would last quite a while. The ones that are on the back of my hand that I swatched, they've now had a good 5 or 10 minutes because I just had to pop out and do something else as well. And that's what they're like after about 10 minutes. Now they haven't dried completely down. So there is that semi-matte finish. There isn't that really dried down. But if I move them or try to rub them off, which I will do now, there's definitely a stain that's left there. So I'm rubbing each one quite hard. I'll just do the third one as well. And they don't really rub off. Instead, you get that stain. So I imagine that's what you would have on your lips as well. I do like this colour. This one is the Natural Peach. I think it's really, really lovely. I love this eyeshadow. I think it is beautiful, this Quint. It blended beautifully. I think the colours are gorgeous, just really gorgeous type of sunset colours like Dior wanted to invoke with these palettes, and that was the inspiration for it, and I think it is really, really beautiful. The lip tint is really interesting when you put it on. It definitely has that cooling type of effect, and it definitely is a tint. If you're wearing these just by themselves, you're just going to get, just in the time since I've put it on, when you first put it on, there's quite a bit of pigment, and then it just sort of goes into the stain, which I quite like, especially if I start going into the more bolder colours. I think that hint of that colour is really, really lovely. I think perhaps the Dior Glow Oil that I got would look beautiful on top as well. But overall, I just love the colours in this collection. I think they are really beautiful. And I do tend to like warm colours. I love wearing cooler colours as well, but probably I do gravitate more towards the warmer colours. I think they're really, really beautiful. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.